Hello beautiful souls and many blessings to you all. Today we will read the Capricorn to the year 2021. Let's begin. This is the map of Capricorn 2021. We will begin with work and finance. In the field of work, the clock symbol. The clock represents the feeling of time pressure as it was running away from you quickly, Capricorn. Time is a limited resource that must be used wisely. But think for a moment what life was like before we had the clock. How was life before we divide the day into seconds, minutes and hours? The truth is that we are controlled by the time. Capricorn, you want to feel that you have control of time. However, you cannot do anything to stop the flow of time. This is what they call the arrow of time, because it moves only in one direction. You are trying to rebel and improve every day and every moment. All you have to do is live your best life and don't let the clock controlling you and taking your energy. The clock also represents new beginnings and opportunities. Don't worry, Capricorn, even your working conditions aren't good right now. Time will be the ideal solution to your problem. There are many doors that you will open to you. Make time like a weapon to make positive change in your life and learn to rest from work. Life represents the clock, and every hour has three indications. The hours indicate to the years of our life. It goes slowly and keeps long memories. The minutes indicate to the month of our life, and it relates to our daily life every month. The seconds indicate to the moments of our life. It only lasts as a fraction of a second. The moment of happiness that passes once never comes back. You have to know that the real happiness is in the moment, not in the future or the past. The clock here resembles to our life journey that moves in a whole cycle. You just have to set the pattern and to give every field of your life a certain time. The second symbol, the bag of travel. Maybe you have a plan to a business trip. It doesn't have to be a real travel, but maybe planning to a new job in your life. But some Capricorns will get a work outside their country in 2021. You might get a surprise invitation to make a trip. Or maybe you plan for immigration and waiting for news. Now, in the financial field, the padlock symbolism. The padlock represents protection in the field of money. The locks have a deep-rooted history. Locks may mean fear from the future or from some of the situations that you will have to face it in the coming days. Capricorn, you have to take a look at options that you have. The lock also indicates that money, financial doors will be open to you. You are prepared for a new career prospects. Now, the step symbolism. You are looking for spiritual growth through your work. Search for a new horizons. You will discover new goals in your life, and you will feel free to do what you love. Will you take this step, Capricorn? Will you unlock this door that will enter you in a work or job that you always dreamed of? The job that you need to progressing and to be free. Now, you have a new path and new alternatives. You have the key to this entry. And you have the will to take this step towards financial resources that you are aspiring for. In family life, the algae's symbolism. It symbolizes the cosmic tree of life as its branches are open and stretched upwards toward the sun. It's the symbol of receiving divine graces. Capricorn, your prayer reaches the sky. As your hands are raised to the sky, you pray and receive the blessings with your family. Do you know, Capricorn, that this symbol is limited to a certain people? It gives us the impression that the courage fills your heart. It's one of your wonderful qualities. You have no fear. You will have the complete protection, you and your family, in 2021. In love section, the owl symbolism. When the earth restrictions become too narrow, we resort to the symbolism of birds for our liberation. These winged creatures lift us up to the sky and took our appeals to above. The owl here brings back spiritual message to help you in your difficult times. In the ancient Native American tribes, the owl was a symbol of wisdom, sacred knowledge, and the secrets of life. The owl symbolized to them as a brave warrior. Capricorn, you are a strong warrior. You defend the one you love with your power. The owl also represents the big positive change in your emotions. It leads you to a new beginnings with a higher understanding and perspective. The owl is the way to get to your higher self that allows you to open entrance to other worlds and to communicate with the angels. Capricorn, travel with the owl spirit to heavens and fly through the halls of the Akashic records. Hidden objects will be shown, so be open to see things in a new way completely. You have the opportunity to become more attentive. Settle on the edge of a tree and watch. You will be amazed at how much life goes when you are not running too much. Owl gives you new eyes. Through it, you can see and perceive a higher level than before. In health field, the tree of life symbolism. From east to west, humans have established their concepts and inspiration in trees through the ages. Trees are used to represent life and growth, and it's an example of prosperity. The tree of life is an ancient Sufi symbol that appears in different cultures. Let's take a special look at some meanings behind the tree of life symbol. How can these meanings guide the journey of your own life, Capricorn? The tree of life symbol is depicted as a large tree with roots that extends inside the earth, and its branches spread out to the sky. This represents the interconnected nature of the universe, an evident bond to the physical world in which we are anchored, and the spiritual world that we seek. Capricorn, this symbol reminds you of your strong relationship with the earth and your dependence on it to grow, to prosper, and to get excellent physical health. The tree of life also reminds you of your strong relationship with the sky or the heaven, and your dependence on it to develop your soul and to get high mental and spiritual health. Like the branches of a tree are strengthened and grow up toward the sky, you also are stronger and stronger. You strive for more knowledge, wisdom, and a new experience in life. In self area, no symbols are here. The tree of life that fold in the health field reflects your development in yourself. In friendship section, the serpent or the snake symbolism. In the ancient Mayan culture, the snake symbolized the interaction between individuals. Our friend Capricorn has a large network of friends. He is a loved one and always supported by his friends. Here, the snake indicates the sharing and the interacting with your community. Capricorn, this snake gives you the strength and the authority and the supportive relationships. You are courage in your community, and you will get a strong position. The crown symbol. The crown represents the full circle of the sun. It's a group of stars that have the shape of crown, which refers to the sun at the autumnal equinox. As the crown represents the aura of light above the head, as the sun represents the light and the energy of life. Here the sun reflects the solar plexus chakra of Capricorn. It represents the emotional intelligence, and its color is yellow, as the sun. It also called the city of jewels, is the center of courage and victory. Capricorn, it gives you the motivation that moves your strong will forward. It reflects the essence of your personality and your identity. You have a high charisma. You attract people around you easily. You have two inner powers. The first is the solar plexus chakra that gives you strength, success, and people's love. The second is the crown chakra that gives you a high spirituality and strong faith. The smiley face symbolism. It represents the faces of the loving people around you. In travel field, the cowrie shell symbolism. According to ancient African mythology, the cowrie shell used as currency. It represents for the Africans a strong divine protection, and it's related to the ocean power. Shells were used as currency in various parts of Africa, It symbolizes prosperity and abundance. Since this symbol is falling in the field of travel, it indicates that you are aspiring to travel. You are waiting for that moment. The seashell represents your destiny that you seek in the financial field or in a travel support across the ocean. Now, the fishbone symbolism. This symbol represents new idea. Capricorn, you are looking for an idea and trying to achieve it. But you feel that there are some challenges or barriers. The bow tie symbolism. This symbol confirms that there are good news on its way. You only have to keep on your insistence to reach your goal. Messages from heaven to you, Capricorn. The whale symbolism. The meaning of whales is related to embrace the opposites of the existence. This is why the whale is considered a symbol of the Sufi mandala. It's a region of intersection of the circles of heaven and earth. Let us dive into the different meaning and representations of whales. The humpback whales symbolize peace, mercy, and love. It's known by its songs, which is believed that whales have been learned it from nature and humans. Its song can be heard thousands of kilometers in the ocean. Capricorn, finally, you will find your own song, maybe a travel you aspire to, or a wish you have the desire to fulfill. Another meaning is the amber whale, which represents the internal resources of the human and his will. Capricorn, you have tremendous potential and jewels of energy inside you. Search for it. You have the ability above the intelligence and the free will. Whales also represent the environment around you. This reminds us of the possibility of a surprise travel for you this year. In many ancient civilizations, the whale was considered a spiritual animal, as it represents a spiritual teacher for human, and the sea represents the universe. The whale teaches you how to listen to your inner voice and how to understand your emotions and your truth. You understand life more than meets the eye. The whale encourages you to surf and dive into the depth of the subconscious mind. As its size inspires, whales promise you a big achievements and opening new horizons. It's time to dive deep into your soul. Capricorn, you know how to navigate in the turbulent stream of the life. You have the courage. You may need to step back and think alone sometimes to sharpen your power and to hear your inner song. It's a symbol of a new rebirth and a spiritual awakening. The whale invites you to wake up and to realize what is more in our reality. Traveling with whales under the waters of your awareness opens a new world to you. Whales are a sign of good luck and divine blessing. Now, the golden cone symbolism. It's a piece of gold, and it's a symbol of prosperity. The gold is a sign that reflects the sun and the light. In many ancient cultures, gold coins are related to the inner world and the bright spirit of life. The gold here represents the golden heart of the Capricorn. In other words, you Capricorn have a good and golden heart that shines goodness. There are a positive change in your life in 2021. It symbolizes success in your task. Gold coins also represents wealth and the beginning of a wonderful journey. So Capricorn, you will have a good luck in your financial field, and you are promised for a fortune soon. A lost treasure, and you will find it in 2021, a year of good luck and fortune. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, don't forget to subscribe and like.